Hello everyone, my name is Dmitry, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to talk about the MCP, Model Context Protocol. Everybody now talks about the MCP because I think it makes us one step closer to the main idea that I mentioned in the previous video of super assistants that will have access to all our tools that we use, all our knowledge that we use, and will help us be more and more productive. And the idea MCP, it's very simple. We have a lot of tools, like external third-party APIs out there, and we have LLMs that need these tools. But what was the problem? Why MCP is so important? Because many people building these tools now manually for these AI agents, and nobody can just open source something and everybody can start using that. It was a problem because everybody builds these tools and integrations just in a different way for their needs. There wasn't like the standardized way how people can build the tools, how people can reuse the tools, and how community can grow this infrastructure and ecosystem of tools to use for LLMs. And Model Context Protocol just is a middle layer that unified both sides. How you write integration for third-party APIs and how LLM calls these tools. And in this video, I just want to spend some time to show you how it works in a real environment, and also spend a little while to show you how you can write your own MCP server. So that being said, let's get started. So here is the documentation about the MCP protocol, and you see on this diagram, it's pretty much straightforward. You have the client. It can be any IDE like Cursor, Windsurf, or Cloud Desktop. So it's just environment where you communicate with your LLM and where we need to provide the context from the different tools. The second piece is the middle layer is a MCP protocol that standardizes and unifies the way how we call the APIs from the third-party providers, and we send the data on a LLM as a context. And the last piece here is just the remote servers, or even like local servers, because MCP will also allow you to just kind of access the data and have a data on the server itself. But in most use cases, it's mostly about the remote servers, where you just use MCP as a just middle layer between your API and third-party provider and your LLM. And so, and just to show you how it works, I just opened the Cloud Desktop application, and they recently added a feature to add any MCP protocol configuration in their app. And you see here's this like little icon here, and I can click on this icon and I will see how many and what tools available from the MCP. And you see here is just available the scrape a website, is a Firecrawl. Firecrawl is a very just powerful application how you can scrap any website and parse it and have a text from there. And just to show how it works, I can now, if this tool available, it means the cloud already have access to it and can use it. Just to show how it works, can you parse all info from this website? And just let's provide the Model Context Protocol documentation page. And what is gonna happen? It's already know that it can call the Firecrawl tool, and you see, it just asked me to allow the permissions to call the tool with this argument, allow for this chat. And what's gonna happen? It's just gonna call the API of the function that I provided, and uses for context. And it sometimes can take a time to get information from the endpoint, but eventually we will have this. So it's finished, and we can open the result and see what information Claude got in the context. We just send a link and got all the information from the web page as a text. And so it means now Claude in a prompt have this response of the tool and can access this information and can help us figure out something and can work with this information. And this is just very convenient way how we can work with the tools. Because imagine if you will have, for example, 50 different tools and actions, like book a meeting with these guys and email to this guy. Can you just create a new file in this folder and everything else? And the way it works is pretty much easy because it's a native integration with Cloud. And to add it, we just need to just go to terminal, open the command, just the application of the Cloud itself. I open the application of the Cloud, and by default, this file doesn't exist. And we just need to create it. It's called cloud desktop config.json. And in this file, we will provide all the information about our MCP servers. And we can even have multiple tools in MCP as MCP tools. So it can be 10, 50, 100 different tools. So it's up to you how many you want to add to Cloud so it can work with this. In my example, I currently have only one, which is Firecrawl. And in this video, right on this video, I will add one more tool. I'm planning to add the Perplexity, and I will show the whole comprehensive guide how you can add it afterwards. And the way it works and the way you can add the new integrations are pretty much straightforward and simple as well, because community already created many different templates. And here how Firecrawl integration looks like. I just started with a template MCP server, just a CLI command that allowed to build everything, and only file that I need to change is index.ts. And index.ts is where main logic lives. And so it's a Firecrawl, we specify the server, and then we specify the version, all the metadata, all the parameters and descriptions. And the next thing is just request. What request we're gonna send to Firecrawl API, not API to call, and that's all. And the main that will run everything. It's pretty straightforward, just only 100 lines of code to build the server that allow you to integrate with Cloud with these kind of crawling capabilities. We provide the API key that we will eventually specify in our config to Cloud file, and that's all. And the best thing about that every AI IDE can help you build all this integration, and I'll show you today how you can build it for Perplexity in less than 5 minutes. And so let's jump and build for Perplexity now. So I'm in a folder now. Let's create a new tool for our MCP for Perplexity. So we have a Firecrawl here, and just to add a new tool, I just gonna start with a CLI command. npx model context protocol create server and name of our server Perplexity MCP. Okay, it's gonna ask some questions, so I'm gonna skip them besides the last one, which is would you like to install it for Cloud App, which is for sure yes. MCP already do you want to replace it? Okay, yes. Okay, so we install it, and we have here the same structure for Perplexity MCP. Let's go to this folder and do the first command npm install. And npm install means that it's gonna create a few folders, which is a build, the most important one. And whenever we do some changes with our config here, with our the main index where all logic lives, we need to run npm run build to replace this index.js, because it's gonna update the configuration in the Cloud App itself. Okay, so since we're in the cursor, we're not gonna spend time manually building it. We're just gonna go to Perplexity API documentation and gonna ask AI, can you please replace the current logic to single tool for Perplexity search MCP. Okay, just gonna spend some time to build integration for us for Perplexity search. Okay, so it's the same here, and we should be fine now. Let's rerun it. Npm run build to rerun the index file here. Awesome. And we have here the perplexity because we added it in a on a CLI stage. When we clicked yes to add the Cloud app, it automatically added it to Cloud Desktop config JSON. And we need to also provide some environment and some names. So we have a API key. So I'll blur it while editing. But yeah, so we provided the API key now and the function name. And so now what we can do, we can go to Cloud app. So when a Cloud app now, we have the one more tool in the Cloud MCP tools, which is Ask Perplexity for Perplexity MCP. And now we can use this. So let's ask a question. Recent news from Perplexity about Elon Musk, let's say, whatever. So it's gonna call the Perplexity now, just allow for this chat. And it's just calling now Perplexity API to get the information, latest information. Okay, so what we have here, we can open this. Okay, so Perplexity provided a response, and now it just started to ask Perplexity one more time. It's a different request, verify recent news about Elon Musk. And so it just aggregated all the information and provided the comprehensive answer for us. And yeah, so it's just very simple way. We spent like 5 minutes to build a new tool for our MCP Cloud application. And so it's just, I think personally that it's a huge, because even everybody can now go and build these MCP tools and integrate in 5 minutes and 10 minutes, depends on the complexity of API. In a Cloud application can be 50 different tools. You can manage Gmail, calendar, all the different projects that you run. With multiple software, you can consolidate in a single application that allow you to increase your productivity drastically. So thank you so much for watching. If you will have any questions, just let me know. We'll happy to answer. And have a good day, have a good time. Bye.